How do you repair the physical intimacy in your relationship without feeling awkward or rejected? That is the topic of today's video. I'm going to share with you the most important question that you can ask your partner if you want to start the journey and start the process of bringing that intimacy back into your relationship. The thing is though, you got to hit subscribe first, because if you don't hit subscribe, you're going to miss out on not only this amazing question, but also all the other relationship advice that I give you guys here on YouTube. It's really important because the stuff I give you is radically different than the divisive, incompetent, borderline unethical advice that you could find elsewhere. And the reason for that is because I don't talk about boundaries. I don't talk about love languages. I don't talk about needs. I don't talk about failing attachment styles. All of that is meant to create pain. It's meant to amplify and further connect you to the thing that you don't want. So you don't want that. That's why you're here. That's why you found my channel. And maybe you followed me over on Instagram and you're coming over here on YouTube, and I want to welcome you guys if you are. So hit that subscribe button. You're going to get more amazing content from me as I keep rolling out a video every single day. That said, that was a lot. We've got to save your relationship because intimacy matters, and if we don't focus on that, if I don't give you guys the skills, the tools, the practical scripts to start that process, you're just going to live in this state of anger, fear, resentment, shame, guilt, embarrassment that's going to prevent you from building that relationship that you know that you once had, and also the relationship that you deserve. And see, every couple, every person that I speak to, I tell them these two questions you've got to ask yourself, and you've got to answer a resounding yes. And if you don't answer a resounding yes to these questions, you're going to have a very difficult time having the courage to go out and build a better relationship, having the courage to follow the advice I'm going to give you today on saving your relationship and saving the intimacy in your relationship if you can't answer yes to these two questions. These two questions are so important, so I'm going to give them to you now. The very first question you want to ask yourself when it comes to how you expect your relationship to evolve or how you expect to be in your relationship is this: do you think that you deserve the relationship of your dreams? Because if you don't think that you deserve the relationship of your dreams, we're going to have a very difficult time helping you find the courage and the strength to go to your partner with your wants, with your desires, to ask for the thing that you want, which is a more fulfilling relationship. And that would be a very sad, tragic place to be, where you didn't feel like you'd go to your partner and ask them for what you deeply desire, intimacy being one of them, better communication another one, trust, them being off their phone, not having that sketchy phone behavior, not having flirtatious friendships, that type of stuff. If that's not on the menu for you, you want to be able to ask for that, but you would only ask for that and those things if you truly believe that you deserve the relationship of your dreams. The other question you got to ask yourself is, are you capable? Do you truly believe that you're capable of building the relationship of your dreams? And this is really important, because if you don't think you'll be successful, you won't embark on the journey to try to rescue or save your relationship. You've got to believe in yourself and believe that whatever effort you put out towards your partner is going to result in a success, because if it doesn't, that's when you shut down. I work with couples all the time that don't want to hit pause on divorce proceedings, or they struggle to move back in together. Whatever it is, they have difficulty doing those things because they think, and they'll tell me, that they're afraid of the worst case scenario happening, which is, yeah, we make all this fantastic change in our relationship, but 5 years down the road, problems are going to creep in, and it's all going to be back to what we're feeling now, all that emotional pain. And I tell them, you should never let fear stop you from doing something. Fear would prevent you from feeling like you're capable of building the relationship of your dreams. So before we get started on this most important question that I want to give you guys to save the intimacy in your relationship, I want you to start first by asking yourself those two questions. Do I believe I deserve the relationship of my dreams? And do I believe I'm capable of building the relationship of my dreams? The answer to those two questions must be a resounding yes, because if it's not, you will not have the courage and the strength to address a bigger issue like trust, intimacy, connection, conflict. So dig deep, spend a little bit of time, and make sure that you say yes to those first two questions. Now I want to move into intimacy. Now that I've helped you establish that you deserve the relationship of your dreams and that you're capable of building the relationship of your dreams, I'm hoping that you can set aside that fear, the anger, the resentment, the judgment, the embarrassment, all those negative feelings that are shutting down your higher faculties. I hope now I've convinced you that you deserve what you want and you're capable of building what you want, and then I'm giving you confidence. I'm hoping that you now have confidence to go to your partner with this really important request to repair your intimate relationship. You need that. You need that confidence, otherwise you won't go to them. But let's assume now that I've helped you develop that confidence. Now we go to them and we want to ask them this all-important question. The very first question we want to ask is, how would you know you're ready to repair our physical intimacy? I'll repeat that. How would you know you're ready to repair our physical intimacy? Chances are they're going to say, I don't know, and that's fine. What you're doing is you're planting a seed. It's like the bamboo that grows underground for 5 years and then shoots up 20 feet in 5 weeks. You're planting a seed in their mind that you're future orienting them. You're saying, how would you know if you were ready to repair our intimate relationship? What would be taking place? What would be transpiring that let you knew that repairing our intimate relationship was something that you wanted to do? You see, you need this question because you've got to get their permission. See, unless you have 2 willing customers to repair intimacy, repair a relationship, to communicate better, to handle conflict better, if you don't have two willing customers, this is a dead deal. And intimacy, like children, is one of those activities and one of those things that we do with another person that we need 2 people. See, I don't need 2 people to learn how to surf like I love to do. I don't need 2 people to go out and work. My wife doesn't need 2 people to go to the gym. You don't need 2 people to do those things. But intimacy and having children are 2 definite things in a relationship, probably the only 2 where you actually need 2 people to participate. And so what you've got to do is you've got to establish their willingness as a customer to want to participate in the repair of your physical relationship. Now, the only thing is that you've got to help them put down their own anger, fear, resentment, shame, all those negative feelings. See, the reality is that when we carry around those negative feelings, it blunts our higher faculties. It makes it very difficult to problem solve. It definitely makes it difficult to be hopeful. See, if we're not getting what we want and we start having a negative view of our relationship, we're going to make sense of our relationship today based on the feeling that we have. We're also going to make sense of our relationship that has been there for the last 5, 10, 20 years based on how we're feeling now. And we're also going to predict that our future is going to be much the same based on our feeling that we are in now. What we need to do is we've got to get their permission to go with us on this journey to start building a new narrative of new possibilities, of new opportunities, and that can only happen from a place of positivity. It can't happen from a place of negativity, which is why we've got to set down those things like fear, anger, resentment, all the negative feelings, so that we can pick up that question, how would you know you were ready to repair our intimate relationship? And again, they're going to say, I don't know. And your answer to that when they say, I don't know, is just as simple: take all the time you need. See, that was the advice that one of my supervisors gave me when I was becoming a marriage and family therapist. He said, Jonathan, you're going to ask a ton of questions and you're going to be met with a lot of I don't knows. And he said, that's good. That's your sign as a therapist to shut your mouth and listen. And maybe say, take all the time you need. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm happy to wait to find out what your answer is. So that's what you're going to do with your partner. You're going to ask them that most important question: how would you know you're ready to repair our intimate relationship? And they're going to reply. Maybe they're going to walk you down. You can build a vision, build an idea. Oh, we'd be connecting more. There'd be more affection throughout the day. We'd be a team running the household, like these little things. They're going to give you a description of what they would like to see in your relationship in order for them to feel good about wanting to re-engage on that physically intimate level, right? So help them build that image. You're future orienting them into a place of where you want them to go, into a future in which that you want to have. Remember, I asked you that question: how do you know, or pardon me, do you really truly believe you deserve the relationship of your dreams? I'm asking you to help future orient them to that point where you guys are living the relationship of your dreams. See, if you can't give me a rich description of what the relationship of your dreams looks like, How would you even know that you're going to find it when you actually find it and stumble upon it? So you've got to have a clear description in your mind of what that ideal relationship is with your partner in order for you to be able to recognize it when you trip over it, right? But if you don't know what that relationship looks like, and for me, my wife, for example, the relationship of my dreams is every single morning I wake up and she sleeps in a different room. I sleep with the girls. It's the way we've done it. I walk over to her room and I give her a kiss and I give her a hug. And the last thing I do before I go to bed is I get a kiss and a hug from her. This is part of my story with my wife about the relationship of our dreams. And so what is it for you and what would it be for your partner? You guys want to launch yourselves into a deep description of what the ideal relationship would look like when you guys have it in order to be able to recognize it. It's all about the stories of what this would look like when we had the relationship of our dreams. And the reason for that is because the description they're going to give you is going to be like that spaghetti that we throw against the wall. Some of it's going to stick, and the stuff that sticks, you do more of that. The stuff that falls off the wall, that lands on the ground, you toss it aside and you don't do it again. We do more of what works on this channel and we do less of what doesn't work. Now I'm going to give you one final really important question to ask your partner if they have a very difficult time even answering that question. If they have a refusal, let's suppose that it's so acrimonious in your relationship they even refuse to give you an idea or an understanding or build an image of how they would know when they're ready to repair your relationship. This most important question is going to be really helpful in even piercing through that layer. Now remember, they've built up some walls, and chances are you've built up some walls. In communication and in couples therapy and the work that we do, it's all about breaking down these walls that prevent vulnerable, honest communication, genuine communication. And so they may have built up such a wall that they're not ready to tell you what would happen in your relationship that told them they were ready to rebuild the physical intimacy in your relationship. So you got to pierce through that wall. And this is how you do it. This is my favorite question that I ask people. And I give this to my clients. It goes like this. What message are you sending me when you refuse to want to work on repairing our physical relationship? What message should I receive from you when you say that you're not interested in even talking about repairing our intimate connection? Right? It's all about the message. And what you'd want to say to them is say, you know, you're sending me a message by refusing to participate, and it's a very strong message, and now I'm going to fill in the blanks of what that message is. The blanks that I'm going to fill in is you don't think I'm desirable, you don't want me anymore, I'm not attractive to you anymore, I'm not liked by you anymore. Are these the messages that I'm meant to receive by your unwillingness to want to participate in the repair of our physical connection, right? So that question is another way that will help you pierce through that layer of armor to really get close to them, to open up that vulnerable place where hopefully they can let down their guard and say, you know what? I actually don't want to send you that message. I'm sorry that I've sent you that message, but there has been a lot going on for me. And when someone doesn't want to repair their intimate relationship right now, we have all the patience and the time in the world for that. It could be health reasons, it could be emotional reasons, it could be psychological, mental health challenges that they're going through. It could be any of those things that would prevent someone from wanting to repair their relationship. And you as their partner can say, hey, you know what, I'm in this with you. We could take all the time we need, and we'll sort through this, but they've got to be willing to repair. At least be willing to try to repair. And if they're not willing to do that, then we've got bigger problems. So I've given you guys a ton of great questions, a ton of great language to use with your partner. And so for anyone struggling out there right now, you can drop a comment, let me know. You can reach out to me. You can come over and find me on Instagram and ask me a question and reach me one-on-one. I answer every single one of my DMs because I care about you. I care about you guys. I'm on a mission to save 1 million marriages. That's my mission from God. That's what I'm out here doing. And you guys being here with me is all the positive impact, all the positive feedback that I get that gives me more fuel for my fire. So reach out to me if you have any questions, you need personal help. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You and me are going to be building this amazing movement of saving a million marriages together, and we're going to be doing that one subscriber at a time. So please help out this channel, help me out, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and come and join me tomorrow for another amazing video. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to talking soon. Bye now.